AAK defines total quantity from 4 aspects, which is the first time in the hydronic valve industry. An American IP left a message on AAK website. I saw your article. I regard quantity as the highest principle of hydronic valve manufacturing quantity. Why? I want to know how AAK defines the quantity of hydronic valves. I specially checked the IP, which is an engineer from an engineering company listed in the United States. I thought for half an hour. To define a category, it must be comprehensive. What are the total quantity of hydronic valves? How much do we understand the quantity of hydronic valves? First, don't check the encyclopedia, Google, or hydronic valve academic, but focus on hydronic valve common sense. In common sense, how do you understand the quantity of hydronic valves? Because our users also understand the quantity with common sense. Friends who have read science and engineering know that there is a very famous management in Japan called total quantity management. Of course, PDCA was invented by American Deming, which is carried forward is in Japan. The well-known Japanese enterprises implement total quantity management. Almost all those engaged in manufacturing industry know total quantity management, but few mention total quantity. Some people say that total quantity management has talked about total quantity. Wrong. Total quantity management doesn't talk about total quantity, only about management. For the total quantity of AAK hydronic valves, we have defined 4 kinds of quantity. The first is the manufacturing quantity of hydronic valves. The second is the service quantity of AAK. The third is the functional quantity of hydronic valves. And the fourth is the performance quantity of hydronic valves. The manufacturing quantity of AAK hydronic valves is now benchmarked with the international first-line brand, and the future is to surpass the international first-line brand, especially in a subdivision field, such as high-pressure hydronic valves. We should achieve top 1%. 1. AAK has been hydronic valve ODM manufacturer for 3 of the world's top 500 for 10 years. The quality control process is strict, and self-implementation is more strict than ISO certification system. 2. AAK has high-precision machine tools imported from Switzerland. Micron GF high-precision CNC machining center, and Guildmaster 10 mining compound machining center. 3. AAK has a full-time material engineer to check the selection of materials, which is responsible for screening, comparison, testing new materials, collected with the Research Institute. AAK technical team has engineers from the world's top 500 hydronic valve enterprises. They have their own experience in production joint design, programming, and production line quality control. The service quantity of AAK. 1. AAK provides 24-hour responses, 48-hour solution plans, and 72-hour problem solved before, during, and after sales. Our peers did think but did not to do it. 2. 6 international first-line brand enterprises imported from AAK because of feel at ease. All the hydronic valves with no MQ, high precision, and urgent delivery were purchased from AAK due to AAK's mindfulness. 3. 3-year warranty. Most of our peers do not think about it, let alone do it. AAK hydronic valve function quality and performance quality. First, let's find out what the function is and what the performance is. For example, 8 years ago, our mobile phones could not take pictures, but now smartphones can take pictures. Taking pictures on mobile phone is a function. The quality of picture is kind of performance. AAK hydronic valve is differentiated and different by function and performance, especially in the field of high pressure and high precision subdivision. Absolutely different. AAK hydronic valve function quality. 1. The complete function of hydronic valves is the least worth mentioning guarantee of AAK. 2. Each batch of materials shall be subjected to heat treatment and never cut corners. Each hydronic valve shall pass through the hydronic table with test reports and video records. Each hydronic valve shall be tested 3 times and the test results shall be archived. 3. 3 design patents for proprietary production and processing technology, and the technicians in the core posts have been experienced for more than 8 years. Their proficiency is just like a ruler. The old mechanic who has been in the industry for more than 10 years can sometimes judge the production status by just listening to the sound of the machine. And each production process of the hydronic valves is engraved in his mind. Performance quality of AAK hydronic valve. 1. The hydronic valve with 3-year warranty has low vibration, no noise, and high pressure resistance. 2. The machining surface accuracy of hydronic valves is improved to within 0.3 mm. The internal leakage can be less than 2 drops per minute. 3. Hydronic valves with pressure resistance above 450 bar and service life exceeding 2 million times. AAK hydronic valves, any valve, anyone, anytime, anywhere, just safety. Maybe I read too few books. I can tell you that almost no master, marketing master, or management master has talked about the subject of total quality. At least, the concept of total quality hasn't been put forward in the hydronic valve industry. I said a little more narrowly for the definition of hydronic valve quality. AAK is the first person to define the hydronic valve quality from 4 aspects of total quality. AAK hydronic valves, any valve, anyone, anytime, anywhere, just safety. You're welcome to try an order with AAK.